So what's up, nerds? I'm Jeff Jones, Formula D driver. I drive the Evil Autoworks 370Z. I'm a dude who's liking to have some fun, come out here and party with his boys, and drift the night away, drink some Doc, have some fun, party it up. Yeah, was not into auto racing growing up, but I did grow up in a junkyard, actually. My dad owned Bill's Auto Repair, which was like an outdoor wrecking yard, and he used to do demolition derby and figure eight racing. For me, I didn't hop into a really good car for a long time. I was just in my own crappy cars learning how to drift. So it was like a very slow scale up to being in a good drift car. Every year I'm progressing like 100 horsepower at the time. So I never really went from that like hopping in from 200 horsepower car to just hopping into 1,000. So every time for me it was just like a gradual step. So I never got that like, holy crap, this thing's crazy. So yeah, I had a good hill climbing. FD is insane, the driving level right now, right? It's when you really look back at some old videos of stuff that we thought was insane and like Jarrett screaming, they're door to door, and you're like, they are like 10 car lengths apart. If you're like looking at Atlanta, the dude's coming in the keyhole and the other guy's still initiating, like it's that bad. We used to do like 8 laps on a set of tires, maybe more. Now we're lucky if we get 2 laps, you know? So like luckily Kumo hooks me up, and I could not do that without them, dude, because on a normal weekend, win or lose, you're going through a minimum of 20 tires, win or lose. You win the whole thing, you're probably going through somewhere of 30, 32 tires. Yeah, FD's insane now. Of course, I got into this sport a long time ago and took that turtle approach where I didn't want to put it all on the credit card. I was like, I'll run what I can afford. And so it took a long time for me to be able to get the big trailer that I have and be able to invest the money and learn how to do things myself and work on and have the boys help me out. My crew chief, Chris Jackson, is the secret sauce where I'm just like, hey bro, that's broken, can you fix it? And he hops under there. So I'll go with Chris Jackson being the secret sauce.
But I'm like just north of Fort Lauderdale, so not quite Orlando. Oh God.
Hold on. I like the setup. I'm coming here to have a good time. I'm coming here knowing that I've got the skill and the car to beat everyone, and that I just need to hit all my marks and flow with it, and I can kick all these guys' ass. I do think that some of these drivers are just solidly focused in on only the championship, and they're not really focusing on things outside of that. Hey, to each their own. If that's what they want to do and they want to focus on that, they're probably going home super sad, you know, when they get beat. Is what it is. My team's in a good spot right now where I can come do FD and drive, and then I can also dip out and go do some practice stuff and some fun events. So I like where we're at right now. Walking through the crowds and signing autographs, people asking me questions on how they can get into drifting, how I got into the sport, doing goofy interviews, sweating my ass off with you guys like this. This is all the highlight to it, man. There's so much to this dream that we're living. So I think I'm just living the big highlight. What up, guys? Now it's time to get under the hood of my 370Z. So this particular chassis I have been running for 3 years. We built this one in mind to stay lighter than the old chassis that I was running, which was also a 370, but that one I ran, I believe, for like 5 years, maybe a little longer. It was actually 300 pounds more than this car. I've been working with Evil Autoworks. They're my title sponsor for a few years. Let's take a look under the hood. This is actually a Chevy LS-based platform engine, V8 427. It's like a 7-liter for you other boys. This thing makes 1,030 foot-pounds of torque to the ground, 1,000 horsepower. All right, touching a little bit more on this top unit. It's a Harrop supercharger, root style versus some of the centrifugal blowers like on Matt Field's car and Odie's car. Theirs is gonna either be in the front side of the motor, and it looks more like a turbo. They're both driven by the belt, but this will make a ton of low-end torque, whereas those make more of the top-end horsepower, similar to a turbo. All 3 of the components, either you're a supercharger like this, the Vortex supercharger like what Matt Field runs, or turbos, they just put the power in different ways, and so some of those guys all have to use nitrous. With this setup, I don't have to use any nitrous. All right, dudes, shooting over to some of the suspension and what actually puts all that power down to the ground. First off, My new clutch wheels, these are specific to me, Jeff Jones Racing. Got my name on a wheel, bro. That's pretty damn cool. We specifically designed these wheels with clutch. They took as much weight out of it as they could, drilling out as any area just to lose the additional 5 pounds these wheels normally have. A few specific things you want to look at in a tire, right? When you look at this particular design, first off the bat, you got big tread blocks. That's going to do 2 things. First off, it's going to give you a lot of contact patch to the ground, which is great. There is a side note to that it will actually hold more heat in it. So you do need the siping to allow water to channel out and also air for it to cool itself off. All right, looking at the front suspension of this 370Z, you can see everything's gold and it's beautiful. Part Shop Max everything. We've got the front upper control arm up here, lower control arm, everything is legit off the shelf. The only thing that we have custom on our car that will be coming soon is Ackerman adjustability. That's not off the shelf yet, but that will be soon. Something important that you want to have is replaceable parts. If you have something that's custom, you better make at least 20 of them, because in drifting you're going to wreck a lot. Every one of these parts you can literally get overnight it to you and hooked up. Even our brakes are actually off the shelf stuff that you can get from AutoZone. There's a Z32 front kit. You can run these brakes for a lightweight setup instead of running the big brakes from a Z34, and that will make your life easy. So depending on the track, depending on the tire wear, is how we'll make all of our camber adjustments. Now, toe is the next thing that you're gonna need to adjust, and that's gonna create traction. You can toe it in or toe it out. You're never really gonna go toe out unless you're a very beginner and don't have a lot of power. So towing in on the rear of the car. So this is my Action Clutch twin disc. You can see that's a twin disc. It's got a set in the front, a set in the back. This is a 6-puck ceramic style clutch. Swooping on in here. Oh, yeah. It's hard to make it look sexy when you get in a car. All right, welcome to the rig. First thing, simple switches. I like going simple switches. Even though I run a Link Thunder ECU in this car, it actually controls all of the fans, fuel pump, injectors, tuning, all of that. I just like having simple switches. Part Shop Max handbrake. Really like this thing, pretty simple. I went away from the traditional style down here up to this, only because it's so much simpler to get to my steering wheel to this very quickly. So you're gonna need a master cutoff switch, and we went with this wrench right here. Looks kind of funny because everyone sees it and they're like, hey bro, you left your wrench right there. But this is actually our main kill switch. In case I do get in a wreck or the car's on fire, FD guys can run up and go ahead and hit my kill switch to make sure everything is off in the car and I don't have any electronics on or fuel pump still running. All right, dudes, thanks for taking a look under the hood. Now it's time for me to drive this thing, go kick some butt.
Juice is getting overheated today. So it's running, we're not getting hot, but hotter than what we normally run. So, you know, it does retard timing, you know, once we get it down with IAP. So making sure we're keeping it as cold as we can. 2 laps back to back is gonna be rough. We don't get like a little bit of wait and time, you know, in line during practice. So.
Okay, now 608 2307. Go! And this guy only got like 1 ticket. Scream if you want a t-shirt. 3 left, 2 left, 2 left. We're gonna put it on. There it is. And it's like, Guru! Cheers! Guru! Fire!
The Evo AutoWorks Nissan 370Z. Feel that big drift energy. He's on those Kumo tires. Let's see those moves on and off the track. He is Jeff Jones. You know what you gotta do?
All right, nerds, I'm gonna get off this gram really soon. I just went with Adam, kicked my ass.
You talking about the protest I'm gonna do?
Oh, he's protesting.
I think we should have gone one more time. So I'm gonna protest.
One more time. I like it. Just uphill it anyway.
We get to drive again.
Yeah.
Are you driving tomorrow?
I'm never mad at it. No, I gotta go to at work and things. Terrible. Yeah. To talk to the fans, to you guys specifically that are watching this, thank you for allowing me to do my dream. And when you guys say, can I have an autograph? Heck yeah, you can have an autograph, dude, because I'm excited to give it to you. I'm excited to take a picture with you. I'm excited for you guys to say you're gonna kick my ass one day and be in the car next to me, because I know it can happen. And so bring that energy when you show up to here, because you guys are freaking rad. All right, guys, that's it for me, Jeff Jones. Follow me at Jeff Jones Racing. Thank you for following this funny journey of Under the Hood with Jeff Jones out here in New Jersey. It's been fun, it's been hot. See you guys next time.